Hey everybody, welcome back to the Softball Lineups app video series where I am developing an app completely from scratch um, without like a super amount of planning. I'm just going along with my ideas and you get to see an inside view of the development process, of my development process at least, maybe, and hopefully you can learn something. Um, you can maybe you can learn something. um, One thing to note before I get started, before that, let me back up. In this video, I'm going to be creating the user interface for the Add New Player screen. And excuse me, and if I can do it quickly enough, then I will do it for the lineups screen as well. And so, one thing to note before we get started, the code is now available to view on GitHub. You can check it out. The repo will be linked in the description. You can check it out over here. You can see it's here. Feel free to clone it, mess with it, contribute. Again, as the README says, I was inspired to make this app because my softball team in our first game of the season did not have a lineup card, and I looked on the Play Store to check out what was available there, and in my opinion, it was all garbage. And I felt that I could do it better, and I was looking for another project, and here I am. So, the first thing to do over here on the Add New Player screen, I'm gonna figure out what fields I need. There should be a name. There should be a position, probably, and there should be probably should be able to add it to an existing lineup, but given that there are none yet, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle all that data, I will leave that out for now. So, we are working in constraint layout. The first thing here is I will add in one other thing to note is I am working with the Android X libraries. This is in Android Studio Beta. These are the new Android libraries from Google. They're migrating everything over from the old com.google whatever or com.android over to Android X. And I am working with the Material Design Component library, which is also new from Google, and I believe is in alpha, even if I'm correct. Yeah, it's in alpha, so it's fun. All right, I'm in the wrong screen. I have a lot of stuff open right now. Activity, add new player. This is it. Okay, I'm going to add a text text field. I don't know why I don't have two of the same thing. All right, and the width is going to wrap content. The height will wrap content. Ooh. Can I deal with constraints here? Why can I not deal with constraints? It's funky. Constraint layout is working well. So what's the deal? No, I don't want the palette. Why can I not edit anything about that? Well, I suppose the first thing to do would be to see how this looks in the emulator. It is visible there. Design time view attributes. Alrighty, here we are. Let's check this out. And I imagine, yeah, it just looks exactly like it does in the preview. This is pretty weird. I don't know why I'm not getting the normal constraint editing things, like to be able to move something around and edit the and actually edit the constraints. I don't know what's up with that. Well, all right. I'm going to just continue along a little bit here with some standard stuff. Going to give it an ID of player name field. Okay, Android Studio not responding. Probably have too many tabs open in Chrome. Whew, come on. There we go. All right. All right, we gave it the ID. I will give it a hint of player name. I think there are some things that I can, like some material specific stuff with this, with these components. Can't remember what they are. I can look it up later. All right. The next thing that I want to do, what? This is like so confounding that I can't edit anything. Let's head over to Stack Overflow. Search for Android X constraint layout. Just Android X. This is what I looked at before that helped out. Oh, I should vote up that answer. Of course, I don't have enough reputation yet, so whatever. It's really annoying. Navigation. Host fragment not resolved. Project doesn't build after refactoring to Android X. Failed to transform. Error inflating constraint layout. I don't know. If I can't figure it out, I'm gonna have to post. Perhaps if I make this some other layout, let's try. This is something I did in the call manager app. Make it a scroll view. And then surround this. Whoopsie. See, the funny thing is that even there, I can't move it around. What's the story with that? So clearly it has nothing to do with the layout itself. The thing is that this, no, this is its own activity. This is not a fragment. So, what is the problem? It thinks this is... No. There's something up with the constraint layout that is not allowing If anybody hears a piano in the background, that's my neighbor. What was I saying? Something's up with the constraint layout that's not allowing things inside of it to be moved around or edited. All right, well, in the meanwhile, I will add my next, oops, this should be wrap content. Whoa, it's like in the same place. Okay, that is no good. What is the deal? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause this video. I will post on Stack Overflow, and when I get an answer, I will resume the video. See you soon. Everybody, I'm back. It's a couple hours later. Excuse the background noise behind me. My office is in the basement, and obviously that means other things are down here, and that's the washing machine you hear behind me. So let me see if I can just, I'm like positioned right in front of my microphone like this, which is off to the side normally. Let me see if I can just move this right in front of me. Can't really see the keyboard very well, but maybe it'll do the job. I hope so. So I have a resolution on the constraint layout situation. I posted a question on Reddit on the Android dev subreddit, and just a couple of minutes ago, somebody from the constraint layout team, the Android constraint layout team, responded and said that there's an issue with version 1.1.1 of the library, which is what I was using, and that I should revert to 1.1.0, and that is resolving all the problems. As you can see over here in the layout, I've got a text field, and you can see that there are constraints with some margin DP, stuff over here on the left and the top. This is really great. This is exactly what I wanted, and now it's here, and now on with the show. First things is, apparently there are some warnings and errors here. There's a rendering problem. Couldn't resolve path password I don't recognize that string. I'm gonna ignore it. This works, so I'm just gonna take it. Okay, I've got a player name box. What I want to do, though, is make this a bit more, a bit nicer looking. I'm going to create an image asset of just like a little person indicator. That's the group from the last time. I want a person. Yes, it will be a filled-in icon, and this time it's going to be a dark icon. Yes. So, I am going to get rid of these constraints here. Hey. Kind of have to, like, lean around. Okay. I'm, like, leaning around my microphone here. Undo that. There we go. Oh, why can't I just... Okay. I'm going to just do this. There it is. Good. Good, good. I'm going to add an image view. It's going to wrap content on width and height, and it shall have a source of drawable. Oh man, what did it add this as? Oh, it was already there. Oh no. I have a feeling that I I went too fast. Okay. I think I overwrote... Yeah. I overwrote my group image. Ah, boy. Okay. Let's get it back to how it was. Yes, overwrite that. And now I will add this. And I will have to rename it. So person... It's a good thing I can sort of touch type, because I really am having... I mean, I've got the microphone in front of me on a small stand with a pop filter coming right in front of it. No. Alright. So, here we go. Now, the source... Yes, add it to Git, and the source shall be person. Ah, yes, and now my group is back what it should be. Oh, did I? Okay. I think I went too fast again. No, it's dark. I don't know what's up with that, but let me constraints, do some constraints. 16 dp from the top, 16 dp from the left, I think is pretty nice. Let's get this layout. In the stable Android Studio, you could like click something over here and it will set the constraint for you automatically. But, alright, let me just drag. Whoa, okay. That was... Okay, yes. Let's drag this. No? Oh, man. Okay. There we go. Constrain that to the top. Now I can just kind of move this, right? No, what is going on here? Why can't I move the layout? Oh my gosh. Okay. Margin top is 8. I think that's 16. Whoa. Actually, so this really should probably be have a top of something like 32. Oh yeah. Like 36. 58 maybe. Yeah, like that. And that image source is bad. I don't know why it's light. Check that out. Oh. Yep. Okay, time to make it again. Dark. Override it. Nothing. Alright. My washing machine is off. Now I can move the microphone away a little bit. What? Wait. Player field image. Player name field image. I like that. Alright, always good to give IDs. I don't know what is going on over there. Maybe if I flip it like that. Aha. Come on. Yes. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to make this like a little bigger maybe. Oh, the image is not very big. What if I do this? Oh, it did. It did make it bigger. Very good. Very good. All right. I'm going to reduce some of that. Okay. Ah, man, it just looks so ugly, so big. Never mind. I'm going to just bring it back to where it was. Whoa. Thank you. I don't know what that was about. Let's make some left padding. Very good. Actually, I probably will like padding of 8 a little better, or a margin a little better, like that. Bring up the emulator. So as I'm using the new material design component library, you can see this the text field has like a little bit of this shading, and that's this style right here, the style of widget material components text input layout filled box. Yeah, the text gets a little cut off. Yeah, and that provides the shading. I don't know why it's not showing up here in the preview, but whatever. Now, meanwhile, my constraint layout is like that. There's the image thing. This looks a little funky. I don't know why it looks like that. Those edges look a little weird. All right, here we go. Let's check this out. Very good. Yes, so we see this shading, and with the hint here. Oh, what's up with that? You see this hint of player name. It will float to the top when you click the field. Pretty neat. Next up, it's time to make a image asset for that will represent the position field, and this will be like whatever field position, whatever position that the player will play on the field. I don't know what of these things would represent that. No. Just going to go through these categories from bottom to top and see if there's anything that might represent it. Otherwise, I might have to just import. I might have to see if there's anything like this on the internet, and these types of icons that would include like a baseball glove or a diamond or something, a baseball field. Like there's no shapes or things like that in here. Let's see. No, these shapes are the closest thing to like what I'm looking for, like this triangle, but you know, that doesn't quite represent it. Like it sort of looks like a baseball diamond, but not really. Like I would only think so because I'm the one making the app and I'm the one thinking about it. I doubt anybody else might think about that. It's just a triangle. I doubt this is what I want. This probably doesn't have what I want. Nope. You know what? It's well, never mind. Hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself with thinking. I think too fast. I don't know what to put here right away. Could theoretically just slap anything in there, but That's not a very appealing idea. Well, maybe location. A location indicator. Yeah. Maybe something like that would work out very nicely. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna pop, add it to Git, pop another image view in here, wrap content, source, location, constrain it to the bottom of that. Come on. Yeah. Let's give it a margin start of 16 and a margin top of also 16. Although it probably might be, it would actually probably be better to make it further down because the text field's height, the text field is taller. Yeah, okay. Now, time to put in the text field. Oh, I don't want it to be a text field. That's right. I want it to be a spinner because I will populate it with values from. I will populate with values rather than it like having to. I'm thinking as I'm doing this. I'm going to populate it with values so that the user can just pick a position. So let me give IDs to everything. This will be the player name input layout. This text field will have an ID of player name field, and looks like I'm screwing. Yeah, player name field, not a sibling in the same constraint layout. Yes, it is. Don't give me that. Collapse empty tag. It's here. Don't. All right. Might be better if I refactored. Image view. This will be player position field. Image. There we go, and it refactored over there. And I probably should just use the refactor like that. Ugh, it already thinks it is that. Call it some random things that I'm typing. And this will be player name field. Come on. This is ridiculous. At ID player name field. Come on. That's ridiculous. That is pretty dumb. Come on now. There we go. Margin start. That was going to be like 8. And this needed to be like 32. Yeah. All right. Good. Next, I believe, that's kind of it for a player. A player will have a name and a position, and that's kind of it, isn't it? I can't imagine. I guess eventually you might want to assign a player to a team from this view, but that might be a little bit more complicated, and I'm really going to think about that right now. Okay. This is really bugging me. This render problem. This string doesn't exist. Failed to instantiate one or more classes. Come on. Android Studio is weird sometimes. All right, the last thing to do is get a floating action button in there to save. Should it be a floating action button? Might just want it to be. See, it's such an empty screen. It's really crazy, but all right. Let me try this. I'll just do floating action button, wrap content. Layout gravity is going to be bottom. Can we do that? No. This whole thing is going to have to be wrapped inside a what's it called? Coordinator layout. So I should be able to surround this with something. Oh. Come on. All right. Surround with tag coordinator layout. This stuff should go in there, and so should this and this. And we should have this. Bam. Very nice. And then down here, floating action button, wrap content, gravity at the bottom, yes, and the end, and give it a margin of, I think the normal thing to do is 16 dp, yep, and give it, we need to make a save icon. Save, name it, save, make sure that the theme is correct. Yes. It's going to pop up any second now wanting to ask me to add it to Git, but I guess not. All right, never mind. Yep, there it is. As soon as I thought it wasn't going to happen. I don't know what that problem is. Okay, source, save. Oh, I should have made it light. All right, let's override it because it's going on a button. Oh, silly me. There we go. Very good. Okay, I don't know why this is complaining. There's nothing wrong with it. Cannot resolve it. Oh, this should have an ID as well of save new player. If I could type at all. Oh, and that problem went away. Neat. All right, let's see what happens. We'll have a little bit of some updates from the emulator here because I didn't restart the app for a little while. I haven't restarted the app for a little while. English. Gotta navigate back to it. All right, very nice. It's got this empty spinner, which is clearly a little too far down. Maybe 24 ought to do it. Good enough. I probably ought to extend the length of the player field by a bit. All right. Okay, so now that I hooked up that layout, or that I set up this layout, I'm going to call it for this video. To me, it feels, I mean, the length of this recording as of now is only like just past 35 minutes. It feels for me like it's been going on all day because I've paused the recording and it's been a couple of hours since I was last, working on this, because I was waiting on this constraint layout problem. So thanks for watching. In the next video, what I'm gonna do is set up a similar layout for the add lineup view, where you get to when you click this button, which of course crashes the app apparently, even though I didn't hook anything up. Oh, I understand what's going on. All right, let me just quickly fix this. Add new lineup. There we go. In the version 1.1 of the library, you have to add, it takes out this widget part of the name of the component, and in version 1.1.0, which I had to go back to use in order to resolve problems with constraint layout, this is what you get. Just gonna run it. Make sure it works. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that'll do it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.